Nairobi.
Even as the country prepares for the National Dialogue Forum set to kick off next week, questions have emerged among a section of you who say the leaders calling for it are the same politicians who have always pushed for dialogue over the last 2 decades. That's 20 years. According to the younger generation who have been pushing for change, it is a case of same monkeys in a different forest. Kenyans political affairs reporter Daniel Kariuki interrogates why the national dialogue could fail before it begins.
On Tuesday, President William Ruto announced a 6-day of talks starting Monday as he battled to steady the country, threatened by recent anti-government protests pushed by the country's Gen Zs, unhappy with the political class over a variety of issues. During their talks, the leaders, who included Raila Odinga, backed calls for national dialogue.
We will move ahead with the multi-sectoral forum. And we have agreed that a membership of 150 representatives of various stakeholders, 50 of whom shall be young people of Kenya.
The youth particularly, because as I mentioned earlier on, youth actually the majority in our society today. And we want them to be properly heard.
But this has not gone down well with sections of Kenyans who claim the leaders calling for dialogue have been in this kind of politics for a very long time, and maybe is one of the reasons they are opposed to the talks. Pictures shared on social media platforms of the same leaders who have now and then pushed for talks. This is 2007. After post-election violence, majority of the leaders held talks that led to the formation of a grand coalition government. 5 years later, in 2013, retired President Uhuru Kenyatta and his then deputy, William Ruto, hosted their 2013 rivals as they claimed elections were over and there was need to bring all Kenyans together. 5 years in 2022, the issue of dialogue and building bridges initiative was also introduced, coupled with a handshake. In 2022, President William Ruto was sworn in as the 5th president, and weeks later, demonstrations were witnessed. Again, the dialogue issue was raised, leading to formation of bipartisan talks.
Of working on the issues that are of priority.
Recently, youth have been involved in protest over good governance, and now the issue of dialogue has come up again. Interestingly, the same leaders are pushing for this dialogue, and maybe this could be the reason why a section of Kenyans are opposed to the dialogue. Just who benefits from these talks?
They've even said any among them without voters' cards will have to get them and change their country. So even if some of us are to go home and we have a country that is governed in accordance with the rule of law,
perhaps it is for this reason section of them are saying it is same monkeys but different forest. Will this new round of national dialogue succeed? Daniel Kariuki, KTN News.